The Guru, by facilitating the path for his disciples to aesthetically meet God, makes the disciple free from the bondage of birth and death. So, the Guru's place in the world is of special importance. By the grace of Parasharji, Ved Vyasji was incarnated on the full moon day of Ashan month. Hence, Ashan Shukla Purnima is especially worshipped by people to worship their gurus. Maharshi Vyasji is also considered the Guru of the Gurus. This Guru Puja is world famous. It is also called the Festival of Vyas Puja. Just as knowledge cannot be salvation without science, similarly, knowledge cannot be attained without connection with Sadguru. The Guru makes you sail through the ocean of the world, and his knowledge is said to be like a boat. A man, after getting this knowledge, crosses from Bhavsagar and becomes grateful. It is written in Sri Ramcharit Manas that Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhari Barnau Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jo Dayak Phalchari. After cleansing with the dust of Holy Guru's lotus feet, the mirror of mind, I henceforth describe the pure, untainted fame of Sri Raghuvar that goes to award the four fruits of life: religion, wealth, lust, and salvation. Guru Purnima is also called Vyas Purnima. Ved Vyasji, son of Parashar Rishi, said to his mother shortly after birth, "Now I have to go to penance." Mother said, "Children are born to serve their parents, to complete the unfinished work of the parents, but you are going away from us now?" Vyasji said, "The birth happened for some purpose, but he will appear before her whenever she will remember him." Vyasji then left for Badrika's ashram and started living in solitude there. He is also called Badrayan because he used to live on a tree in Badrika ashram. Vyasji's incarnation took place in the island, hence his other name is Dvaipayan. As he was of dark complexion, so he is also called Krishna Dvaipayan. He expanded the Vedas, hence his name is also Ved Vyas. It is difficult to find a poet bigger than him, the teacher of unlimited ocean of knowledge. Ashan Shukla Purnima is named Vyas Purnima only after the name of Lord Ved Vyas. It is considered the biggest Purnima among all Purnimas because this Purnima gives you the knowledge of God, leads to the meditation of God, and embarks your journey towards the love of God. It is also called Guru Purnima. As long as the man has a thirst for knowledge of truth, those men shall continue to worship Brahmgyanis. Vyasji did the Vedas portfolios. Vyasji created the Brahma Sutra. The fifth Veda Mahabharat was created by Vyasji. Bhakti Granth Bhagavad Puran is also composed by Vyasji, and other 17 Purans have also been given by Lord Ved Vyasji. All the religious texts in the world, irrespective of the religious sect, if there are any sattvic and welfare things in them, they are directly taken from the scriptures of Lord Ved Vyasji. From the Chaturdashi of Shukla Paksh of Ashan month to the full moon day of Savan month, there is a law to observe Kokila fast. In this fast, Adi Shakti, Ma Bhagavati is worshipped in a cuckoo form. The women who keep this fast gets happiness and wealth. The festival is celebrated in South India. The importance of Kokila fast. It is believed that by observing this fast, one shall achieve all the happiness. This fast provides a boon for a happy married life. Auspicious results are obtained as per one's wishes through this fast. If there is any kind of problem in marriage, then observing this fast gives back the happiness. This fast also helps in getting the eligible groom. Let's know the story of Kokila fast. Prajapati Daksh once organized a grand yagya to which all the gods were invited with the exception of Sati and Lord Shiva. Wanting to visit her parents, relatives, and childhood friends, Sati sought to rationalize this omission. She reasoned within herself that her parents had neglected to make a formal invitation to them only because, as family, such formality was unnecessary. Certainly, she needed no invitation to visit her own mother and would go anyway. Lord Shiva sought to dissuade her, but she was resolved upon going. Sati realized during Yajna that abuse was being heaped on Lord Shiva only because he had wed her. She was the cause of this dishonor to her husband. Her intense anger made her assume the celestial form of Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti burned Sati's body because of her radiance and heat, as she was the goddess of all energy and power. Lord Shiva sensed this catastrophe and his rage was incomparable. He danced the terrible Tandav or Rudra Tandav, a terrible dance of destruction, and the power of his dance brought havoc upon the earth and threatened to give rise to Pralaya or the great destruction. Lord Vishnu went to Lord Shankar to calm his rage. After the night of horror, Lord Shiva, the all-forgiving, restored all but cursed Sati, who did not follow his advice, to become nightingale or kokila for the next 10,000 years. Sati, transformed into kokila or nightingale, remained in Nandanvan for 10,000 years in the form of kokila. After this, she incarnated in the form of Parvati. She fasted in the month of Ashan, and as a result, she received Lord Shiva as her husband. This fast, which is observed on the day of Ashan Purnima, begins the fasting for the whole life. In this fast, the goddess is worshipped in a cuckoo form. It is said that Mother Sati worshipped for years to get Lord Shiva in cuckoo form. She did penance, and as auspicious result of her penance, she was incarnated as Parvati and got married to Lord Shiva.